You cannot address gun violence without addressing guns.
Candidate for governor Beto O'Rourke is holding a town hall about gun safety in Dallas in the wake of the shooting in Uvalde.
When last week I was in Uvalde and I was meeting on this day a week ago with parents who had lost that person that they love most in the world, that gives them their purpose in their lives. I think this moment calls for us to try to imagine, because we all say, I cannot even imagine what that would feel like. Please try to imagine what that would feel like for 19 different families to lose that little boy or that little girl that was their everything.
I lost my son to gun violence, to everyday gun violence.
I was affected by gun violence. My dad was shot in a Whataburger parking lot. And, and I look at that people should be able to go grocery shopping, and people should be able to go to Whataburger and go to school and go to church and all these things without the fear of being harmed by a gun.
I'm going to make sure that we make progress, that we are effective, that we find the common ground where we can actually agree and move forward.
O'Rourke said he wants to start with potential gun legislation where there's common ground. That includes universal background checks, safe storage laws, and red flag laws.
We need somebody that can really do something for us, and I know, Mr. Beto, that you can, and I'm here to fight for you all the way because you're the only man that can save us. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up.
It has never been more clear that the only way we can help our fellow Texans is by winning this election. So we cannot waste any more time talking. The time to act is right now. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Beto.
People want leadership in this state. They want us to fix the things that are broken and take advantage of the opportunities in front of us. They want us to be governed not by our fears, but by our ambitions and what we can achieve. That's what this campaign is about.
Right now, Democratic candidate for Governor Beto O'Rourke is in Austin for a town hall on gun safety.
Since Greg Abbott has been governor over the last 7 years, the number of kids killed by guns, the average, has doubled on his watch. Gun violence is now the leading cause of death in the state of Texas for kids and teens. More than anything else that could happen to them, it is the guns that are freely sold and can now be freely carried in our streets, into our supermarkets, into our businesses, sometimes into our places of worship, without a background check, without any training, without any vetting whatsoever. We're going to commit ourselves to doing everything within our power, not as Democrats, not as Republicans, not as independents, as human beings who want to be there for one another and have the power to do so. Thank you, Austin, for showing up today. Gracias. Le agradezco.
I believe in Beto. He understands the culture, the people, but he's got a big heart. He's understanding and a compassionate man. He's a family man. He's an honest man. He will do the best he can for the people of Texas.
Gubernatorial candidate Beto O'Rourke made a campaign stop in San Antonio today.
A rally started this morning at Travis Park and featured a number of speakers, including Congressman Joaquin Castro, his brother and former mayor Julian Castro.
Greg Abbott has the power to do something and to change things. If he's serious about saving lives, then there is one thing that he will do this week. He will call a special session of the Texas legislature and put gun reform on the agenda immediately. Because I'll tell you what, I know if he was governor, Beto O'Rourke would. First and foremost, let us follow the lead of Voto Latino, and each of us dig deep and contribute what we can to support the families in Uvalde. Everybody ready to do that? Second, as Congressman Castro just laid out, there are some common sense reforms to our gun laws that allow us to protect the Second Amendment while doing a far better job of protecting the lives of the people in our lives. Well, I am with you, and we are all with Uvalde right now. Thank you all for coming out.
San Antonio is less than 80 miles away, so a lot of, like myself, were really hit by this hard because, you know, we see those brown children and we see ourselves in that. We see our grandmas, our mothers, our sisters, our teachers. Most of my family are teachers. If you really care about these things, if you cared about what happened in Uvalde and Buffalo and all the issues that are affecting us, you need to get out and vote for Beto O'Rourke because he is going to change Texas.
At his event on Saturday, Beto O'Rourke says actions need to be taken now to stop the massacre.
Thank you, San Antonio. Thank you all for being here. We have already 75,000 volunteers who signed up for this campaign across the state of Texas so far and counting. We're going to reach the voters who never miss an election. We're going to reach the voters who vote in 3 out of 10 elections and maybe never get to a midterm. And we're going to reach those more than 400,000 here in this community who, for whatever reason, targets of voter suppression. No one ever knocked on their door before. They're intimidated by these new election laws. They have not been part of the conversation yet. You are going to be the ones who bring them in right now. We are here to make a change and a difference and to protect our kids so that we never have to worry about this happening again. Counting on you guys, with you. We're here for each other right now. Thank you for coming out.